Sporting Lagos fans also call it Sporting. Basically, even when they're chanting their go Sporting, it's not go Sporting, they say go Sporting, go Sporting. I think it's always Sporting they call it when they chant the name of the club. So it's okay. And speaking of Sporting Lagos, they... Oh wow! All right, Sporting Lagos up against Remo Stars this Sunday, and I think the NPFL have stuck with its kickoff time of 4 p.m. For that game. So Liverpool versus Man City at 4:45 p.m. The NPFL will soldier on at 4 p.m. All right, 𝐶𝐶 𝐒𝐴, how you doing? Great to have you on the show as well.
Yeah, I'm good. We're here as normal, as usual.
Did you just acquire a new device? A new device alert.
I have to check well to be sure that nothing is missing from my body. Because throughout last week, today was just unusually kind to me. So I have to check on my body. Oh, that's like
is that the latest? 16?
No, 2 to the latest. This 14.
Wow.
Wow. And he said AFCON did not favor him. And he said this government did not favor one person. This
is bonanza at work.
You be moving with bullion van. You be moving with escort.
This is bonanza at work.
You don't understand. No, bonanza cannot do this one.
Explanations will be made after the show.
No, and the explanation will come with feasting.
So basically we're feasting on this, right?
No, you can't.
Wait, okay. I want to address something. I'm not even talking to both of you generally, but Nigerians in general.
Yeah.
It's not after somebody has just obviously spent a lot of money on something that you will not start believing.
The time we used to take you to go and feast.
Why do people do housewarming parties?
So that's how I said.
The housewarming parties is not after you finish building the house.
You dedicate the house.
That's because.
Why do you do naming ceremony? Is it after you?
Do you do naming before the baby?
You spend money to.
No. When you buy car, you wash the car. Is it before you buy the car you wash it?
That's the person that I bought that I want to wash it myself.
Man, don't worry. Nice one.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Okay, explanations shall be made after.
No, we don't need it.
Don't need to explain.
Don't need it. Evidence.
All right, guys. I wanted to start the show today taking a look at a couple of things making rounds on socials like we do once in a while, and a couple of stories have been trending on socials, and Chelsea have been on socials. Earlier today was about N'Golo Kante was a defensive midfielder, blah blah blah. But the interesting one I did see, I mean, with the Kante thing, I'm not reading too much into it. Where he stands alongside Patrick Vieira and Claude Makélélé, I feel that's heresy, and it's not worthy of this gathering. But let's talk about some reports making the rounds to New York that Thomas Tuchel would consider a return to Chelsea in the summer transfer window if Todd Bowley can swallow his pride and bring him back. What do you make of that? Where do you stand on that? Do you want TT back?
I stand over because the circumstances that led to him being fired have still not changed, so it is going to be a recipe for disaster. He was not fired because he was a bad coach. Yes, Chelsea were in a bad run of form, but Todd Bowley came into the club and clearly wanted to move the club away from a top player superstar approach to signing young players, which obviously Thomas Tuchel was never comfortable with, and ultimately led to him having to leave the club. And then when he left the club, they went to bring in a project manager, someone like Graham Potter. It's because that is their long-term vision for the club. They want someone that can manage young players and just have a long-suffering approach to make the club now good in 3 to 4 to 5 years. No matter what Odoli tells you, that's what they are doing. Action speaks louder than words, and that's exactly what they are doing. I don't think Thomas Tuchel is that kind of manager. I don't think Thomas Tuchel will work and get results with this entirely, young.
So, what would you prefer? I mean, in instance where Pochettino gets sacked at the end of the season, and you've got Sarri, you've got Tuchel, who would you rather tilt towards?
Depends on what are the owners willing to actually.
No, what do you want? I mean, forget the owners. What would you like to return back to the club, Sarri or Tuchel?
We have a project team. Sarri is more of a project manager. If you bring Tuchel in, what do I want? I want bring Tuchel in and give him good players. Give him a top striker. Give him someone that we can bank on for goals. That was what Lukaku was supposed to be. Although personal relationships did not really help there, and everybody knows how that one turned out. But we saw what he was able to do with the Champions League winning squad. Even though that team was not the absolute best in terms of quality, they still have a lot of experienced players that have been there and done that. It doesn't have that in this squad whatsoever. And even the ability that this squad supposedly has is a lot in potential. We have not actually seen them do it often enough for you to categorize that ability. So long and short, I don't want to go back. Not under the circumstances.
All right, talk about good players. Chelsea also have been linked to Nico Williams, the athletic club winger. Yeah, he's on Chelsea's radar as the club begin to drop their plans for the summer transfer. You're not sold on that?
I don't think that one is news though, because you are a young black winger with dreads. There's no how you are not on Chelsea's radar. It's not today that it became. That one is not. I think that's how Tᴜɪᴛᴛ even started for players.
Who has dreads?
Who has dreads in Europe?
There's Disasi, there's Badiashile, and but as you see this video, I don't know if it was
a dreadful decision.
I don't know if that I don't know if that video was doctored, but Virgil van Dijk was being asked who's the toughest defender he's faced in the Premier League. That was doctored, right? That was doctored. And he goes on to mention Nicholas Jackson.
That was doctored.
All right, moving on. Okay, I think we're done with.
I think we're leaving because of the not Chelsea fans for no reason.
You know, while the video was on, there was a video reel of the goals that Jackson was scoring. You know? Plenty goals. All right, let's switch to Real Madrid here. And Jude Bellingham also is in the news today. And Okpebi, we understand that he could play as few as 3 games in the next 6 weeks for Real Madrid after he received a 2-game ban for decent. The punishment rules him out of this week's home game with Celta Vigo and next week's trip to Osasuna. But he's in line to start tonight against RB Leipzig in the Champions League last 16 second leg. Do you think that was unfair on Jude Bellingham?
Well, for whoever feels the goal should have stood, would certainly think it was unfair on Jude Bellingham to have gotten those 2 match ban. But for me, I've always said is that the referee actually ended the game before that goal came in, and whatever argument anybody wants to put at it, and the response to that was the way he chucked at the referee and using the F word, whether it was to describe the situation. The awful thing is that there was constant repeated usage of the F word to the face of the center referee, and that was what was in the match report. So I just saw it, but I don't think it's so much of a problem for Real Madrid right now, or whatever it is that whatever squad the team puts out. I'm even more worried about the whole tax case or tax evasion thing on Don Carlo right now. That's Carlo Ancelotti. That in 2014 he evaded a €1 million tax, and it was repeated, and that crime could take him to 4 years and 9 months prison sentence. So that one is even more of an issue for me, but I'm very sure that's something they can settle administratively and then it go. It's just for you to pay the money and walk away.
So you're out of that, you feel Carlo Ancelotti will go to jail.
That's what I'm saying now. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said, they will settle it administratively. That's it. So for Jude Bellingham, we should just rest those 2 games and the team will be fine with that.
I'm surprised at that point, because for me those are 2 separate incidents. Yes, the referee was not wrong to blow the but I also do not think that was a red card. Yes, Bellingham was reacting to what was on the pitch, and even though he did use a curse word, he was not swearing at the referee.
But it's the curse word. That's the issue.
It says it's an effing goal. But what the La Liga is saying is there wasn't sufficient evidence to prove that that word wasn't malicious or something.
Exactly.
That's what it's saying. Because there's been precedents. There's been precedent. Mason Greenwood also did the same thing.
He used
I can't remember the game. He also Real Madrid.
Bellingham,
that used the call.
No, it wasn't that.
Not that one.
It was Greenwood telling the referee using the F word as well. Now, when they went to appeal, Etafe argued that he said for F's sake. Which is not a swear word basically in their lingua. So it was just
players' cost of the pitch.
Of course, yeah, I agree. So I think it's just an opportunity for maybe the authorities to just get one back at Real Madrid.
I think we've seen that before.
Of course, now we've seen it before.
And Real have always felt that they are paying the price for all this Negreira thing that's happened with Barcelona as well. But I'm sure they'll be fine. Without Jude Bellingham this season, they've played about 6, 7, 8 games, and they're unbeaten in those games. So I'm sure. Yeah, he always does. Anytime Jude Bellingham is not available. Speaking of Brahim Diaz, he scored in the first leg against RB Leipzig, but I'm not sure he gets to start tonight because Jude Bellingham is back and should be starting in his stead. All right, we have bills to pay. We'll come back. Yes, we've got plenty to still talk about this evening on the show. And Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe were all in song last night in the Champions League. It will be the turn of Erling Haaland to also join the fray, and that sets the tone for sell it, bench it, and start.
We're back here.
All right, so let's get to that after this break. Stick around. We're back in a minute.
Isn't that an Alte jam?
Yeah, it enter, Abby.
Wait, when did you start jamming Alte? What happened to Afro depression? Like, who put you on?
Oh yeah, dial Sophie's number. Now that's who put me on.
Share your vibe with Hello Tunes from Airtel. Dial *790# to enjoy free trial and pay later.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
As you see me so, I belong to the Chop Better gang. Now why anytime I want chop like this, I dey put better things inside. For my yam porridge, after I don't put my fish, I go come deck am with onions, tatashe and ugu, come season am with correct no cubes for that delicious taste. Because my people, good life na life where you chop better. Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season am with no cubes for that ogbonge delicious taste. Today, chop better.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of no cubes. Today, eat for good.
The drama, the suspense, the emotions, the gang moments. Don't miss out on Nollywood movies and web series on YouTube with the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN. You can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood content made for you. Sharply dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube Buffet plan from MTN and start enjoying YouTube made for you.
To cook correct food, they always give me joy. That's why anytime when they cook like this, I dey always season them with no cubes. Come add correct vegetables inside. Ugu, tatashe, shombo, onions. No one I know they put. Now he make my pikin them, they always enjoy my cooking.
Daddy, I never will. I want more.
You see? Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season them with no cubes for that ogbonge delicious taste. Today, chop better.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Wait, isn't that an Alte jam?
Yeah, it enter, Abby.
Wait, when did you start jamming Alte? What happened to Afro depression? Like, who put you on?
Oh yeah, dial Sophie's number. Now that's who put me on.
Share your vibe with Hello Tunes from Airtel. Dial *790# to enjoy free trial and pay later.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Who takes a plate of jollof rice to the next level of goodness? Is it when it is cooked with non-sizzling cubes for that sumptuous taste? Or when you serve it with correct Nigerian salad, cabbage, carrot, lettuce, and a bit of kidney beans? It's both. Season your jollof with the rich taste of Knorr cubes and serve with plenty of vegetables. So go ahead and elevate your meals. Today, eat for good.
The drama, the suspense, the emotions, the gang moments. Don't miss out on Nollywood movies and web series on YouTube with the YouTube buffet plan from MTN. You can enjoy over 10 hours of Nollywood content made for you. Sharply dial *312*800# to activate the YouTube buffet plan from MTN and start enjoying. YouTube made for you.
As you see me so, I belong to the chop better gang. Now why anytime I want chop like this, I dey put better things inside. For my yam porridge, after I don't put my fish, I go come deck am with onions, tatashe and ugu, come season am with correct Knorr cubes for that delicious taste. Because my people, good life na life where you chop better. Sama all your food with correct vegetables. Come season am with Knorr cubes for that ogbonge delicious taste. Today, chop better.
Broadcast Art Institute Supplementary Admissions 2023-2024. Few vacancies exist in the Department of Broadcast Journalism and Multimedia Technology for admission in the 2023-2024 session. If you scored 100 and above in the 2023-2024 UTME, together with 5 relevant credits, but have not gained admission, you can change over to the Broadcast Art Institute Lagos for National Diploma in Broadcast Journalism and Multimedia Technology. The Broadcast Art Institute is accredited by the National Board for Technical Education (NBTE) to offer national diploma programs in broadcast journalism and multimedia technology. You can visit our campus at number 38 Odofin Street, Igbogbo, Ikorodu, Lagos, or call the following numbers: 0806 149 9992 or 0703 713 1166 or 0816 587-1415.
Wait, isn't that an Alte jam?
Yeah, it enter, Abby.
Wait, when did you start jamming Alte? What happened to Afro depression? Like, who put you on?
Oh yeah, dial Sophie's number. Now that's who put me on.
Share your vibe with Hello Tunes from Airtel. Dial *790# to enjoy free trial and pay later.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
You're listening
Hello,
to
my name is
Mainland
Godric.
98.3 FM.
Welcome back. The Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. You can join the show on Facebook and YouTube. We're streaming live on those platforms. Feel free to drop your comments, and you can also. Oluta, follow you. How did you see that? How? Man, we've got people with eagle eyes here, man. I mean, just send this one on Facebook. Say, please, guys, you mentioned yesterday Mbappe did something disrespectful in the last league game. I didn't quite catch it when you guys said it. Please, what did they do? Thanks. All right, Oluta Fali. Yeah, I think it was talking about the PSG Monaco thing. So
yeah,
can you
give us to the stands?
Yeah, after being taken off at halftime.
Yeah, it's disrespectful in the sense that we are not used to this kind of thing in football. But I think Mbappe has transcended a football star, and even bigger than either Messi and Ronaldo were. Not in terms of ability or in terms of achievements in the game, but in terms of how stars can command respect. This kind of things happen in basketball. The fact that LeBron James.
I don't think it's respect.
Yeah, like leverage.
It's leverage, yeah, not respect, yeah.
In terms of having leverage, you see it in basketball all the time, so it's not surprising for me. But I understand for people who don't watch other sports that only just watch football, that you have not really seen much of this. Where a player can basically decide who his coaches, decide who his team signs. It can, it's basically not a normal footballer. You cannot sit on the bench.
Decide which of the adverts he wants to feature on.
So he basically has full control. He's meeting with world leaders, meeting with the leaders of Qatar and president of France.
Macron at a point in time tried to convince me that PSG.
He should not tried. The short contract he gave PSG, it took the president of France to come talk to him.
And now they are meeting again ahead of this. So maybe every time he wants to renew contract, it's only the president that can talk to him and not the club owner.
He's a poster boy. He's the face of French football.
Yeah, you mentioned the NBA, and let's just do a sharp detour real quick and talk us through how Boston Celtics lost the 11-game winning run, the longest in the NBA this season, and lost it to a certain D Wade, not Dwayne Wade. Dean Wade. Very interesting.
He went crazy for 20 points in the fourth quarter. He outscored the Boston Celtics.
And he's never done 20 points in his career more than 3 times until.
The Boston Celtics as a team, as an organization, scored 17 in the fourth quarter. Dean Wade, of all people, decided to go crazy and score 20 points. And he was doing things that, I hope he was drug tested immediately after it. He was doing things that someone named Dean Wade should not be able to do. This is a player that is not even a key player for,
In football context, who's Dean Wade? In football context.
I'm trying to use an example that has already happened.
Okay.
So,
okay, let's just find a random player who just goes ahead and scores a hat-trick against Manchester City.
In football contest, the rate is probably Timo Pukki's. That one season.
Timo Pukki?
That Timo Pukki season.
No, yeah, I know, but that Timo Pukki was a body of work for a season. This guy is just doing one season.
That somebody just goes crazy.
Ashavin.
Ashavin was good.
Yeah, Ashavin was good.
Yeah, he's somebody that scored 4 goals in the game. He's a regular star.
This is unrelated. It's unrelated. It's not about performance, but it's Julien Faubert playing for Real Madrid.
Well, that's when he ever played.
Like I said, it's unrelated, but it's someone from out of nothing. Nobody knows who Dean Wade is. And he comes up, Trump scores 20 points in the fourth quarter against Celtics and denies them of ends their winning run. That's really crazy.
It's probably Elijah Adebayo.
Yeah, kinda. And it makes it more impressive because Cavs did it without Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley went off injured during the game. So big shout out to Cavs for bringing the Celtics down to earth. Now let's get back to more football. Mbappe, 2 goals last night for PSG, who are in somewhat of uncharted territory because it's been a while they have been here. And how far can PSG go?
First off, I had a very huge call on the Bayern Lazio game, and I knew it was going to be a very huge one. The same thing for PSG.
Was that really a call? I thought Bayern were always going to win that game.
Lazio ended that game by 1 goal to them.
Yeah. I think we mentioned last week.
Last week, Wale was having doubt.
What doubt?
You had doubt.
What doubt?
You felt Lazio could do it.
No. Who does that?
You did. Wale, you did.
There was never doubt.
I don't know how far PSG would go, but they've constantly shown how desperate they want to be at the elite level of European football. And I will tell you for a fact that they didn't bring in Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, and all of those big stars just to dominate the French league. They certainly brought in just to get mentioned at that top level. They've come really close where they lost by 1 goal to nothing to Thomas Tuchel tutored Chelsea. And you have a feeling that they want to get back to that stage. I mean, for them to have even lost at the finals, they saw how big it made the club, how bigger it got the club into. And I have a feeling that they're moving towards a new phase right now. They've got a couple of young players within the side, and maybe the next transfer window could play a big role. It's unfortunate that they won't be getting anything on Kylian Mbappe, a player they've nurtured, a player they took on loan for 180 million euros from Monaco the season before, because they already signed Neymar for 222 million euros, and then they had to make sure that even if Neymar's leg had gotten broken that season, they must sign it compulsorily the following season. They've taken that risk just to be at the elite level of club football. But I think this season, now they don't have Lionel Messi, and Neymar practically not. It's chapter closed abruptly, which is actually unfair on him actually. But hey, Kylian Mbappe leaves as well. Sergio Ramos are left this side. If they go far this season, they will ask like, oh, maybe we should have looked inward and look for more bigger French-based players perhaps, or you look at players that have got huge credibility around the world football and not bring the overly expensive superstars and just assemble them, and then there's always going to be that ego conversation. All of the big stars want to be at the big level. There's always going to be that Lionel Messi. Imagine Neymar leaving Barcelona because he said he doesn't want to continue to live in the shadows of Messi, and Messi still came to back to PSG to meet him. So I don't know how far they can go this season, but like you said, they've not been at this pace in the last 2 seasons, but now they're here. They wait for the draws to see who they play next. But I don't know, maybe Kylian Mbappe also want to give them a departure, gift. Kylian Mbappe had won the World Cup. He's got into another final. He's won everything he could win in world football, except of course the Champions League and maybe the other, maybe UEFA Super Cup, the World Club competition, and all of that. If he wins the Champions League with PSG this season, I don't know how much he's going to cement his legendary status at that club, because whether you like it or not, no disrespect to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the Edison Cavani's of this world, the Messi, the Neymar, I can tell you for a fact that Kylian Mbappe is arguably the biggest player to have ever won a PSG jersey. With the future is gone. He's a World Cup winner.
His numbers proof that. I'll take you one step closer and say that at 25 years old, if Kylian Mbappe retires today,
he's made.
I cannot name 20 players that will have a better career than him.
Yes.
Yeah, but unpopular opinion here, I don't think that even in 10 years or when he's done with his career, Paris Saint-Germain fans regard him as a legend.
That's what I'm saying, that if he wins the Champions League with him.
No, I don't think so.
Even with all the superstars at the club, Neymar, Messi, it was always Mbappe that.
No. See, this
I don't think so.
See, it's easy for them to do that. It's French. It's the poster boy of French football. It's easy to put all of that together. But what I'm saying is that if he wins the first Champions League for them, no matter how you want to think he left us for free, we didn't do you would always remember the player that gave you.
Like you said, it all will be forgiven.
Everything will be forgiven.
He now does it in his last season,
and then he leaves.
So
it will further cement his legendary status with PSG. Maybe he's a legend now, I don't know. If he's going to get a statue with them, I don't know. He's a big player, no doubt about that. He's been a huge part of the history of the club.
Yeah, Ronaldo is the top scorer at Real Madrid, but he's not regarded as the number 1 legend at Real Madrid.
He's a Real Madrid legend.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He doesn't have that connections with the fans that you expect him to have.
Robert Lewandowski has to be the all-time scorer at Bayern, isn't he?
Is it the all-time scorer?
That's a good Muller, something like that. But Lewandowski's not sitting in that line at Bayern Munich. So sometimes,
but what I'm saying is that
I know I've said on this show. I don't know if I've said it on this show. Legendary status sometimes is not about the number of goals you score for a club.
It's beyond that.
It's beyond that.
Yeah, it can go beyond that, but a lot of the times,
if you score
the most amount of goals for a club, you're automatically a legend. You still need to build a connection
until that record is broken. Until that record is broken, you will still be the first point of reference.
Even when it's broken,
they will still say you broke the record of
previously held by.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, see, you're going to do a top 5 legend at Real Madrid, and some will tell that Ronaldo will probably not feature.
Ronaldo, you have been unfair.
I said probably. I'm not saying. Listen, see, what's on that? I said this on conjecture. I said this on conjecture.
I understand people that will put the Stefano Raul ahead of him. I understand.
Top 5. I don't mention Ronaldo.
I understand people that will even say Casillas ahead of him. I get it. Those guys
top 5 without Ronaldo.
An emotional relationship with the fans beyond their performance. But Ronaldo has to be in the top.
You can't. I mean, you see, building a relationship is relative. I signed a player not to build a relationship. I signed a player to win trophies for me, and he did that repeatedly over and over again.
All right, so records. So Paris Saint-Germain in the quarterfinals. Draws coming up next week. But quick thoughts on Bayern Cindy Young, who also looked good yesterday. Although I mean, if you
they were on challenge,
that and that game probably
so he doesn't score.
And Hurricane scores is pretty much a similar chance. Football can be.
Yeah, it can be. But Bayern won't read too much into yesterday's win. They'll be reluctant to read too much into it because it doesn't mean that they are totally fine. They're totally back. Maybe they've got minds down starting the Bundesliga to be able to recover their confidence. But like Muller, who scored that second goal before halftime for them, that was actually Muller's 238th goal in 696 matches for Bayern Munich. Yeah, but just like we saw Muller is not those levels that he used to be in those years. Bayern also are not in that level, but they're still in the conversation with the Champions League.
Yeah, definitely. Look, the Champions League has proven time and time again that you don't even necessarily have to, be the best matchups.
At the top level.
Just beat who is in front of you.
Just be lucky and move and hope for the next one.
Never categorize it as luck. If beat who is in front of you, it's not a league system where you have to play everybody and beat everybody. Beat who is in front of you.
The other people can knock out the tougher opponent and you just have that
I'll put it on you. If Bayern Munich get PSG tomorrow,
they will not PSG. They will not have PSG.
Like, you can get a good side of the draw. It's the same way Inter Milan got to the final last season.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
they got easy draws.
Yeah, I thought Inter did not easy, but
on the easier side of the draw. A lot of people even expected like to be Napoli. There were a lot of people were projecting that Napoli.
Napoli were hot.
They were hot in the league. And it was all Italian teams on that side of the draw. That these are the people that you beat in the league. You should be able to beat them and advance to the final and whatnot. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into making a deep run in the Champions League, and I think Bayern are very much in for it.
All right, so we'll take a message from BetBaba, the sponsors of the second half of the show. Come back. I'm asking Tunde and Okpe, Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, who plays tonight for Man City against Copenhagen, and Harry Kane. You have to start one, you have to bench one, you have to sell one. That's coming right up after this break.
You see for Bet Baba, give me money, Bet Baba, cash out it easy, or Bet Baba, we get online games for you, play all what I want, we get better bonus, I need another, now Bet Baba pay us welcome to Bet Baba.
Register now on betbaba.ng. Not for people under 18.
Welcome back, Sports Cruise on Mainland 98.3 FM. We're taking your calls right away. 0913-6000-410. Razak Adekule will see you on Facebook. It says, good afternoon, up Madrid. Now, let me get started with Timmy Young. Start one, bench one, sell one. Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Harry Kane.
Are we going entirely based on their body of work or what they're doing this season?
So nothing concerning me.
No, like, is it based on their career or what they're doing this season?
Say anything you want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do both. Since you say anything I want to do. Based on their careers, I'll go.
Okay, let me make it easy for you. Based on if you had a team, a fantasy team.
Okay, today.
Yeah.
As I play today, right?
Yes, let's have it there.
No problem. Start killing.
Also, having it in mind that those three players are hot right now.
Start killing Mbappe. He's the best player in the world. Bench Harry Kane and sell Erling Haaland.
Wow.
Yeah.
Erling Haaland, who, despite missing 10 games, this is his top scorer in the Premier League.
Should I remind you that I said anything like that?
I'm just trying to put the facts out there.
You gave context. Like again, now I said it's not their career. You said if I had a team based on what I want to see in my own team, and Kylian Mbappe is best of both worlds. You can give me goals and give me a lot more than just the goals.
Okay, what about you?
I'll start Mbappe. I'll bench Haaland, and I'll sell Kane. Both of these young players are much younger. And so they've got so much years ahead of them. So I don't know how much of a team I can build on Harry Kane. And secondly, I mean, these other two players, they are regular winners. They know how to pull that stretch. They know how to pull that stretch. I have a World Cup winner that is 25. He's consistently gotten into double figures.
Yeah.
In all of the top 5 leagues in Europe this season, it's only Kylian Mbappe that have gotten 40 goals in both goals and assists at this stage, and he's done that under 30 games. So that one stands there. And there's also Haaland. I mean, for somebody to have been out for how many months and he's still the highest goal scorer in the Premier League, he's not child.
But you could also say that Haaland is a tapping merchant.
Tapping or not tapping, if he is if you call Haaland a tapping merchant, what do you call Ruud van Nistelrooy?
There's still no Ruud van Nistelrooy conversation.
I don't understand. My job as a striker is to or not the overhead kick. My job as a striker is to score. And then when I get the job done, I don't care, even if it's hand of God. Man, I don't want to work up with hand of God. Go and argue it. So
anybody that can score at a very high volume is a
consistently.
Doesn't matter how easy you think the goals are.
Starting Mbappe, yes, keep Haaland on the bench, and you know that
and sell Harry Kane.
Free. Dash Harry Kane.
Alright.
Give us your.
I asked the question.
So
you guys have answered it for me. So, but you guys differ on something. I think you have said you're gonna bench You sold Haaland, your bench now.
You sold Haaland. Who will buy Haaland for?
But is it your problem? It was not the same thing I was saying to you.
Yeah, I agreed on starting Mbappe.
All right, away from that, we'll take calls in a bit, but Real Madrid clocked 120 today. Yeah, massive milestone for what you could also call arguably the biggest club in world
Which one
football.
is arguably the biggest sporting franchise in humanity? Say it.
Yeah,
name a franchise that is bigger than Madrid.
Manchester United.
What? Manchester what?
United.
Which of the United? Sheffield United or which of the Manchester? Please be guided.
I has always made this claim, and there was a particular show much before you joined us, and I remember it's
what did you say?
Discuss that Real Madrid is the biggest sporting franchise in the world
ever in the history of humanity.
Sporting or football franchise?
Sporting franchise.
And we all disagreed, but
why?
We went through quite a few. I think the Dallas Cowboys came up.
Yeah, of course. You probably have those NFL clubs.
Do you know what it means to dominate Europe?
Baba.
What?
If you're going to go through Deloitte, Real Madrid are top 5, but I don't think they're number 1.
No, that was the kind of money. We are talking like
in terms
money
of
plus sporting achievements.
Sporting achievements, yeah.
Money plus just basically the biggest, like you know.
Do you know what it means to dominate Europe and have almost double of your next title win?
Calm down. Calm down.
Don't joke. Don't play. Don't play.
So actually, interesting. Okay, so fine. We are all braggadocious about Real Madrid.
Do about your own club.
Who was the first president of Real Madrid?
The first two
presidents of Real Madrid.
I don't know.
Who was the first president of Real Madrid?
Check your Google now.
But I thought you knew about your club. Like, you said I shouldn't play.
Tell us. Even
him does not know.
You could have made up a Spanish name.
God. All right, okay. It's not Santiago Bernabéu, who was later president in 1957. It's William Palacios. Yeah.
What's the first president of your own club?
You could have just combined.
Palacios does not know Palacios. What's the name of your own club first president?
It's William Palacios. So what club do you think I support?
We all know.
I don't even care.
We know the club is about Ogun State. You know your clubs by location.
Alright, let's get to some calls right here. Join 09136600410. Hi, good evening. Okay, this start just by whiskers. Please do call us back. And when we're off the air, I also mentioned that we haven't talked about the African Games. I don't think they call it the All African Games anymore. It's the African Games now. And it started in Ghana, but officially kicks off on Friday. And Nigeria already has 2 medals last time I checked, and they came from table tennis, 1 bronze and 1 silver. Omar Assar denying Aruna Quadri for the 3rd time in the African Games. Yeah, Aruna has made 3 finals in 3 editions of the African Games and has lost everything to Omar Assar. And he got silver yesterday, and Ofio Edem also got bronze yesterday as well. Hi, good evening, welcome to Sports Cruise.
Hello, good evening.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro. Who's your best president?
I don't support Arsenal.
No problem.
Why are you hiding? I support good football.
You support good football.
Yeah.
No worry. I can't deny you. In good
that's your personal P, bro.
Yeah. So it's no problem. So come back to Real Madrid. But you're saying something about Real Madrid legend.
Oh yeah.
And I think Ronaldo will be in top 5. No disrespect to him. The greatest footballer on the pitch never play for Real Madrid is Cristiano Ronaldo. But he can't doubt that. Second, I'll put Di Stefano as second. No. And I think greatest footballer on the pitch. You are not going to check the results. Go and do your findings. You will see. I've done my research.
I sometimes I find it cringe-worthy when the generation or this generation that I'm talking about, millennials, I'm talking about the Gen Z, will try to do like a document their top whatever footballers of all time, and they go back to the players they probably didn't see and rank them above the ones that you did see in flesh and blood. So that's why sometimes I cringe when someone says that he regards Gerd Müller as the greatest striker. I'm like, did you watch Gerd Müller? I don't know if that is enough. It's just my own POV.
I don't believe that you have to, witness greatness in real times to acknowledge it.
Okay.
But I do believe that you also have a point. So a lot of people do it to be edgy. Yeah,
Yeah, so what?
I mean,
provide some message in flesh. Like,
yeah, nostalgia has a lot of people in the choco.
I agree with those who will tell me that Maradona was better than Messi. You know why? Because they saw Maradona. They saw him in his full flow.
They knew what they
and they knew what they saw.
Yeah. For us that are watching Messi now, we are also watching him, and we can tell you for a fact that even if it's not as magical as Maradona as you claim, it's almost as magical, but it's certainly a lot more productive, which already makes him better. You cannot argue against the numbers. Maradona did not score like this. So in that case, but you can still give them the respect. Okay, you were there, you saw him. But before someone now call,
can't get Muller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I remember where you're calling from.
All good. This is Matthew.
Oh, Matthew, welcome.
Sunday, welcome.
Hey.
Sunday, welcome.
Yeah.
I'm greeting you. We missed you yesterday.
Yeah, thank you. How much you send me?
Sorry, I just want to ask. Did they not play for Real Madrid?
We didn't get that.
Did they not play for Real Madrid?
So what's your point?
So I know. I'm just saying. I'm kind of like going to rank him ahead of Ronaldo. My own opinion, though.
Yeah, thank you very much for having that caveat.
Hello. Today, this question is for you because Wally said something that was really worrying yesterday.
Oh, you're still praying about Bayern being bigger than Liverpool?
No. It's Sunday. I want to ask. Sunday, please. I beg. Sunday.
Okay.
Between Bayern and Liverpool, who is the bigger club, or who is the biggest club between Bayern and Liverpool?
It's Bayern.
All right.
Really?
I heard what you want to hear.
Conspiracy against in the studio, by the way.
Wait till you want to see. I don't find it.
I knew that's what I was doing. I had this art in my hand and I broke it as a true Yoruba man.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Sports Cruise. Hello? Anybody home?
Jamie from Adjustment.
Hey, Jamie, my friend.
Fine and good for me. I'll start Mbappe. Then Charity, Stella Land.
Okay.
I think Liverpool is better than Bayern. They have the same Champions League and Liverpool has the European League. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Jamie. And talk about Liverpool. Mo Salah, Egypt, and Liverpool in the news. And Tunug, I don't know if you've been monitoring that, but it's a very interesting triangle going on between those three parties. Because Salah returned to training today ahead of they play Sparta Prague tomorrow in the Europa League and play Man City on Sunday. But Salah's risked escalating a bizarre club versus country row over his fitness after returning to training with Liverpool. Salah's returned to training just today after the Egyptian FA complained they have been unable to communicate with the injured forward. Now, Liverpool wrote directly to Egypt at the end of last week, asking the national team to exempt their starman and captain from an upcoming camp in Abu Dhabi, where the Pharaohs are set to face New Zealand in a friendly tournament. Look like all of the fallout from AFCON are spilled into what's happening right now, because Liverpool won their man for the title stretch.
Whips of angle is that you put his feet, if his feet, it feels like it's country or it's
Liverpool.
Yeah, but if he had been playing for Liverpool before the international call-ups, I would get it. I said you cannot leave a fit player off the squad just because of Liverpool's title challenge. But he has not been playing. He's just gradually getting into the squad. So why would his first real minutes like that be for Egypt? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, talk about Salah's return and Okpe. Does this tilt Super Sunday in favor of Liverpool? The return of Salah?
It's a huge call. The fact that he's been out of the side for a couple of games now, means that Liverpool. That's what I'm saying. Liverpool may be tempted to want to force him to put it in starting shape. But hey, I don't know. I think the risk will be worth it eventually. And just keeping him there, just get the games on, get on set to the defenders, and even if he doesn't play at this premium level, you can always be sure that he's Musala anyways, and he can always bring out something out of nothing. But whether Salah play or not, I feel Manchester City's got enough to go to Anfield and get the results, and this is what I mean. It's going to be a very funny situation because Arsenal play on Saturday evening, and if they win their game against Sheffield, against Brentford, Arsenal goes top of the table. So it means that either of Liverpool and Man City would have to, and if both of them happen to put off a draw, Arsenal remains on the top of the table because they've got a goal advantage over Liverpool. So it's a game that Liverpool are condemned to win, especially if the result goes in Arsenal favor on Saturday night. But I have a feeling that Man City will go to the Anfield and get a win. A win, not just a result, a win.
All right, we'll see. Sunday's almost there. I'm sure Liverpool also are not going gongo against Sparta Prague tomorrow, because they've got their eyes on Sunday. Yeah, but they also know that in the Europa League they're also favorites. I think they're top favorites alongside Bayer Leverkusen.
I think they are going for a quadruple to end Jürgen Klopp's.
Yeah, who says it's not possible? I'll be the ultimate story. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Ayodeji from Ogunso.
Okay, Ayodeji, you can go on.
Yeah. For me, I will of course start with Mbappe and bench Alan King. And I want to ask you guys, when we are talking about red games in club, like I want to ask, does football goals hard to score then than now? And if yes, what?
Okay, you're basically asking where goals easier to score back then than now?
Yeah.
All right.
Like Ronaldo now, he has
so are you classing Ronaldo as a den?
No, he has 46 goals in 435 appearances for Real Madrid, and those Madrid strikers back then did not score up to that. So
because
I was God was evidence, defender, there were more policies then. I don't know. So
all right. Thank you very much. I mean, the problem is you're comparing Ronaldo to Zidane. Ronaldo is superhuman.
That's the thing. Most people don't realize that Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are the exception to the rule.
Don't use them to
judge normal players.
Yes.
Don't use them to.
They are normal players.
Even your favorite normal, even your
Haaland and Mbappe's.
Even the ones you hold the highest regard.
Oh yeah.
They're not real,
of course.
It's the simple truth. So like we've not seen anything like those, and we might never see anything like them again.
Maybe.
So who knows? So was football harder to score in before?
But Mauricio, one guy who was getting those crazy numbers back then, Romario.
Yeah, actually.
Romario's numbers are crazy.
His numbers are
insane.
For club and country.
Oh yeah, insane goals. Yeah, I think Romario at the point in time was celebrating 1,000 goals.
If Marco van Basten did not lose his knees at 28 or 27,
probably would have gone that far. It was fire. At 24, it was already doing over 400.
All right, 8 minutes to go, and it's 100 days to the Euros. Yeah, Euro 2024. And you like it or not, AFCON has come and gone. This is another. This is European AFCON.
The bigger deal.
They have to prove it to us that it's a bigger deal.
Oh, yeah, they have to prove it.
Because the AFCON said the B쏘ʀ that this.
They also know they have to push it further.
I see that every fan that watches this, especially this part of the world, will be compared to the AFCON. Not that. They have to hit the ground running with good games back.
Careful, easy ground.
Yeah, but I mean, the European Championships has a tradition of being a fantastic tournament. You know, way back from '96 to Euro 2000.
This one was not fantastic.
You said.
That was not fantastic.
You hosted
and won. The one that Greece won.
Oh, you was fantastic. Trust me, bro.
It was boring.
What? Euro 2004 was. I don't think this is nostalgia, but it was fun because I followed tournament from start to finish. From the match ball, the match ball itself was a lovely match ball to see, you know. And the Greeks maybe made it boring with their style of play. So Itaridis, Zagorakis, and Angelos Karistias. They went out to win it against the Portugal side. Statue talents with Ronaldo, Manish, But I want to know who your top 3 favorites are for Euro 2024. Hosted by Germany, who are trying to get out of a very, very negative spiral. They've got William Nagelsmann these days, who has said that 𝐴ᴏ Gundogan remains his captain despite the return of Manu Neuer. But let me start with who are your top 3 favorites?
England.
We talked about England yesterday.
England, surely. I looked at our English team, and it's crazy the fact that we've got so many players that would not even make it out to that final squad. Early this morning, I just put up by starting 11 for England, and I'm wondering, like, whoa. I mean, a lot of players that would not even make it to final squad. So England number 1. France, certainly they've got numbers, and they're in a very crazy mood right now. I mean, losing the final of the World Cup, and you also feel like they should be able to get it on. I don't know where I place Portugal. I don't know if Ronaldo wants to use the Euros again, maybe winning it twice to equate the World Cup. I'm just joking, really. But it's going to be difficult for us to look away from Germany. They're hosting. Yeah, I understand that they're coming from a really bad space, but the German fans would certainly play a huge role in how far this tournament would go. And I think the German fans will certainly, give their support to the national team. And the fact that a lot of the players are obviously familiar with the stadium, the arena, the support, and all of that, and trust German fans when it comes to live games, they will certainly fill up the stadium. So it's England, France, in no particular order, and Germany.
England, France, Germany, and Tᴜɪᴜnᴇ submitted Italy, who are perennial tournaments, their ultimate tournament team as well. But what's your top three looking like? Does it feature England as well?
Yeah, I'm leaving out the Italians. So I'll put England number 3 out of respect for the talent that they have. I don't think that.
Oh, nice.
I don't think that they have.
Rhys James will go.
A good enough manager. I maintain that. I don't think that they.
I talked about that yesterday.
But I respect the talent that the team has, and I think they are one of the favorites to win. It doesn't mean that they win it. I think France definitely the favorites. I think France do not win this.
Speak of Euro 2004, England-France was a fantastic game. Yeah, England scored first. I see Frank Lampard, corner kick, free kick from David Beckham, and Zizou with a masterclass. Scored a free kick and a penalty. Yeah, of course. Memories. All right, so you've got France as number 1. Who's number 2?
Number 1, England. Number 3, I'll go.
I think that spot is screaming Italy. You just don't want to put them in there.
I'll go Portugal.
I don't know. I'm not convinced about
that one is not based on. I just want them to. I just want Ronaldo to win us. I just want Ronaldo. These last few years, the dragging has been so much. Ronaldo fans have suffered.
All right, we'll see about that. About 100 days to go to the Euros. Hello, good evening. Anybody home? All right, let's move to the next caller. Hi, good evening. Welcome to Sports Cruise.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, you just spoke about the Euros. I think that you see that English team, whatever they would do at the Euros, when they come out against France, I think that France will take them out. This is them. And like what his name they said, their manager is not one I reckon with. So for me, but I don't have top 3. I think the number 1 team I'll pick is France. I think France will do everything. Especially Mbappe, I think that you look at the Euros and see if I can win this, I'll be top prime for the Ballon d'Or. So I think that's France for me to do it.
Anyways, you guys missed out on Spain though. But Spain also on the bad side.
I thought about that. I just don't think they're top 3
material.
Yeah.
All right. Cruz returns for Germany. Maybe that might be a factor to put them also in the mix.
No.
All right. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
I take it back.
Okay. Welcome back.
I just want to say, if England wants to start winning trophies, they should get in foreign coach. How can you have a league and no coach from your country won the Kenya?
The last time they had a foreign coach, did they win anything?
They should try another one. They got coach no sabi.
Thank you very much.
To be fair, Capello and Sven-Göran Eriksson were not particularly good choices.
Yeah.
The Capello one.
Yeah, but Sven-Göran Eriksson was.
Why would you hand your golden generation to Fabio Capello? Like 10 years after his prime.
But Capello wasn't supposed to take the job. I think it was Mourinho who was supposed to take the job. And he didn't take it. But sometimes the English also feel comfortable with the English guys. It's just like how Brazil are struggling to still just find a foreigner to take the job. I mean, because it's Carlo Ancelotti, that's why they probably want to give it to him, and he's not even taking the job. Do you also know that Sweden have a coach who is not Swedish for the first time in their history? The former Blackburn manager, John Dahl Tomasson, who's Danish.
Oh.
So it's a Danish guy who is coaching the Swedish team.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I mean, you know this age-long fact about when Sweden and Denmark play. The SWE versus DEN.
Makes Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden, yeah. All right, tomorrow on the show, we'll talk about the Super Eagles' vacant job, which is interim being held by Augustin Eguavoin, a.k.a. Shomo Guardiola. Yeah, but we'll talk about that. I think I was going through X today, and Shino Kelechi, who is a BBC reporter, talked about Jose Peseiro, and he gave some updates. He said he only received his outstanding wages, that's about 17 months' wages from Nigeria last weekend. And he also outlined lack of now person is supposed to buy fish.
Person is supposed to feast us tonight. 17 months. Do you know the worth of his 17, like the first of the 17 months? Do you know what you'll be worth? Naira getting Dolly Parton.
I'm sure it's not even moving out of Nigeria.
You did not see his appreciation tweet. He tweeted one yesterday. Maybe he's still making himself available for. Bro, let's say $50,000 per month for 17 months. My guy, that's one country's budget in Africa.
She also went on to outline the lack of GPS trackers and delayed wages blighted Pesero's time as manager. He also went on to say that reports of a possible return as Super Eagles coach are way off the mark and is currently mulling over several offers, national teams and clubs. The Algerian job is already out of his hands. Vladimir Petkovic already has taken that. So talk about Super Eagles job. Who do you guys think should be the next Super Eagles manager? Should we go foreign? Should we keep it local? Should we keep it indigenous? Yeah, indigenous is more respectful than local.
See, forget whatever nomenclature you want to give it. I've seen the body language of Finidi Joe with the boys.
Okay, we'll keep this till tomorrow because we're out of time. Or else the ladies will pursue us out of this lounge. All right, enjoy the rest of the evening and big shout out to the young who definitely is holding us down after the show. Let's go.
You define better on. I bet you want to play, cause